You are joined here with Victor Garsley.
I am the Crowboy.
I am Mr. Graves.
And I am Yam Cuxner. I'm Frankenstein.
And welcome to Sin and Gin Podcast, the podcast where we play games, we tell facts, we tell you the latest sopping news stories, and we are on the hunt for the greatest mineral in the world where we can turn our heads into a corn shape.
Oh, corn
We
shape.
just bludgeon each other with this rare mineral until we have a corn-shaped head. I don't know where I was going with that.
That was what Wolverine was supposed to be, but then they went.
Can you imagine Wolverine, instead of claws, just like bits of corn come out?
It's like puree.
Yeah. Oh, no, little niblets of corn.
Oh, like baby corn.
Stacking
Yeah.
baby corn.
Yeah.
Like he's going to make a stir fry.
Yeah.
Quick, cut this up and put it in your...
Yeah. I'm delicious.
Health nutritious, Bob.
You can imagine, like, can I join the X-Men? They're like, what's your powers? They're like, look at these. They're like,
Yeah.
I mean, you could be good in the kitchen.
You could be a chef.
Yeah.
Only when we need corn.
Hey, Jared loves the corn man.
Yeah. The shout out to Jared and all his corn.
He loves corn.
Yeah, he loves corn.
Cornverine.
Cornverine.
Oh my God. It's too early for this, Ash, man. Come on.
I'm sorry.
You know.
So Ash found it the funniest as well. So.
Yeah, I know. We were sitting there like, and he was fucking
Wait, you know
dying.
when something just comes like that, you're like, oh my God, it just works.
That's pretty much
too
my
well.
sex life.
So how are
Hey.
Thanks. I'm good, thank you.
Ash, how you been? What you been up to?
Music.
I mean, have you? We don't hear from you ever during the
Because
week.
I've been.
You just turn up on Sin and Gin.
Yeah, we're like three worried nans. We don't hear from you. You never write.
Ring me when he gets home.
Yeah.
You just turn up going, what's up, Weenies?
I send the odd message. I reply to things and stuff like that. I know I'm not as active. I'm a terrible person. You see.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you are. Yeah.
I know.
So, but music, what
Yes.
have you been doing?
Well, music-wise, I've been working on a cover for a competition of Volbeat, and the other side of it is working on the Quarantinis song.
Oh,
Have we mentioned that before?
we haven't actually mentioned that, but I mean, it's been leaked now.
Oh shit!
It's been leaked. Oh my God.
Do you know what? The funny thing is, the reason why I paused there was because I was like, have we actually said anything?
No.
Well, we haven't said anything, but we might as well say it now. Yes, we are doing Quarantinis 2 whilst we're in lockdown and it gives us
Electric
something
Boogaloo.
to do. So far, everything's in the works. And
I can't remember what we called the working name. Was it a socially distant riot?
I think
Yeah.
that was it.
Yeah. So at the moment, Ash has worked on a fantastic Marilyn Manson style version of Freaks. Mr. Grave has worked on a awesome drum and bass version of Work to Death. I'm currently working on a sea shanty-esque version of Loose Lip Sink Ships. Joe, what version?
I used to treat my homework. I'm going to do it at the last minute. Work it out. I've tried different styles of songs, and they all sound shit. So I've gone back to the drawing board.
But I'm
Yeah.
interested with this one because we also have Martin Wattinger on board from the Wattingers. Thomas Benjamin Wild, the guy who does No More Fucks to Give, is going to be doing Midday Drinking.
Basically, all the musicians we know are bored.
Yeah.
And said yes. Normally they wouldn't say yes to this, but
Hang on a minute.
We've got Alice Strange. Is going to be doing a version of Spooky 365,
as well as our very own Fancy Nancy.
Yes, and the wonderful Halo. Yes, will be doing her own version of Am I? So yeah, it's going to be a cool little EP that we're going to bring together. So yeah, Joe, how are you? How's your shirt?
My shirt is loud. I like this shirt. It's it's very soft. My mum got it for me for my birthday.
It's the same colour as baby poo.
It is. That's why she bought it for me. She was like,
Looks like it should
my
be.
son.
Those are from the Technicolor shit shirt.
I mean, we'll get to you in a minute, Matt. But those in glass houses should not throw stones.
My coat of many.
Yeah, no. Do you know what? To be perfectly honest, all I've been doing this week is working, and trying to buy a PlayStation 5. And neither of those have gone particularly well for me. Yeah. So, yeah, isn't it just? And apart from that, I've been trying to stay positive throughout this, and obviously it's starting to become a bit challenging. Let's not get too dark on this podcast because we like to keep it light and frothy. But you know, this one's felt particularly hard. This round of incident, and it's always nice to kind of do these podcasts. And we did our first live one last week, or the last episode. If you're listening back, and if you missed that, then it should be out by the time this one's out. I'd like to think.
You're a bit of a shit person, to be quite frank.
I got to say the live episode went absolutely brilliantly. We had a great amount of people watching throughout it. Great involvement, and we've been requested to do a lot more.
Yeah.
So watch this space for more live shows as well.
But apart from that, I've enjoyed watching the world burn. You know, the Wall Street's been crashed by Reddit. I mean, 2020.
We don't do modern.
Oh, we didn't do current news, but I mean, it's interesting to see what 2021 has already served us quite a delicious slice. So
humble pie.
I think we're in 2020 part 2.
Yeah. So let's see how it goes. Anyway, that's me lot. Oh wait! One more thing. I've started styling my hair with powder instead of wax.
Ooh,
Mr. Grave, how are you?
I'm doing good. Like Ash, I've been focused on music a lot this week, working on the Work to Death remix. Though I think, like everyone else in the world, it's just like a real hassle to kind of force yourself to do anything kind of creative, really, isn't it? It's like it's real, like just fucking dragging something out of nowhere. It's almost like we literally live on the day-to-day normalities of like normal shit going on for us to actually get any inspiration to do shit, which I'm starting to realise more and more often.
And the reason we, especially the four of us, the reason we live is to create and entertain. And when there's no real outlet apart from online, it's hard.
Yeah.
But I think we're getting by. We're doing our thing. You know, the podcast is obviously a big help for the four of us.
And people seem to like it. And you know, if you've got a friend that needs cheering up, plug it in their ears. Grab some headphones and just put it into their ears.
And
shut them up.
Fiddle their bumhole.
Do it 2 meters away though. So get some sticks with headphones on and slap their ears with it.
I'm just wondering how you can fiddle someone's bumhole with a stick.
I mean, it's so easy to fiddle someone's bumhole with a stick, mate. Come on, we've all been there.
Have not.
Do you not remember my fiddly bum stick?
I have been there. My apologies.
So it's a great big fiddly bum stick.
So, Matt, before I ask you how your week has been, what's going on with the shirt?
Well,
some sort of Sailor joke.
So for those at home, Matt explained my shirt as baby poo print. What he failed to explain was it's just a brown tribal shirt. Matt is wearing what looks like a massive version of the Blue Peter badge.
Yeah, so I'm sure it is.
He's wearing a shirt
he made earlier
with a big ship on it, basically.
Right. So, you know the website Collective? They do menswear, and this is actually a jumper.
Brand new.
This is a short sleeve jumper.
Because that. Wait. Yeah. Sorry.
Jumper.
Oxymoron. You've just set off my oxymoron alarm.
When you're feeling a bit warm but don't want to look like a cock. Wait,
I've got a hooded coat, but it doesn't have a hood.
Do you know my coldness stops at the arms?
I never get cold below here.
Yeah, I've got really warm arms, but really cold torso.
Oh, if only these arms weren't sweating their dick off.
Fucking hell, Matt. Explain yourself.
Now that you're talking about that, you've made me really hot. I need to turn my heating off.
I'll make you really hot.
So it was like a fashion in like the 1950s. So that's why I got it.
Palms are sweaty.
I can't wait when he turns up next week and we're wearing nothing but just some like arm warmers.
A singlet. Yeah, just from there down. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also my camera's in a new position now.
Oh, yeah,
That's-
we
It
should-
is.
I mean, yeah.
You can show off your attire.
Matt bought a small desk and he's very proud of it.
Yeah.
You do look like you're
That-
about to do an 8 o'clock announcement on.
Yeah, it would be good for shit news. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you need a sheet of
Just-
paper ready for that one.
Just check you haven't got any dildos in the background.
That's what.
Yeah.
What do you think the hand is?
Okay. That's enough ripping on your sleeveless jumper. What have you been up to?
Well, next week I should be completing on my mortgage. Finally,
Cool.
that's exciting.
Oh, the saga.
Saga continues.
Again, guys.
But apart from that, I've been doing a bit of the Quarantinis. I've been masturbating an awful lot,
Yep.
and drinking a lot of rum and playing Call of Duty.
Yeah. That's what we've all been doing, to be fair. And we get very angry thinking everyone's hackers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we do, though. I think
Hello?
that's mainly because we drink and play at the same
Hello,
time.
are you there?
So, Matt, number one, I've decided that a sleeveless jumper is just a thick shirt.
2-layered shirt, a dual ply shirt.
Number two, for the uninitiated or the initiated, what we got in this week's show?
We've got Count Factula, where we have the greatest and the most amazing facts that have been barely researched given to you. We have Shit News, where we tell you the shittest news stories from around the world. We have a game that Dave's made that hasn't got a title until the moment we get to that section.
We'll be right back.
And we have the Blank-O-Mattic, where we find an online generator to create a funny and witty story.
Cool. I suppose we should probably go do the first one of those then.
It's my time now!
It is!
It is.
Let's Count Factula.
Be nice to him, you know.
Maybe.
No,
Maybe. Probably not.
he's a dick.
I've got facts for you. You've got facts for me. Well, here comes Count Factula to train you with his facts.
I am Count Factula.
Well,
Okay.
there you go. Hello, Count Factula. Welcome back to the show. If you are new or if you aren't new, if you're medium or large, or anything in between, welcome to Count Factula. This is the section of the show where we tell facts to each other, ask each other more aptly. We've done a bit of research. The facts you hear in the following segment may be true. They may be a little bit exaggerated. Basically, we read them on the internet and we took them at face value. So, first,
Whatever.
yeah, believe it at your own peril. Tell your friends and family about these facts. Sure.
What you want?
Sure. Tell them the Juicy Crew sent you. I think this week we'll start with Mr. Graves.
Okay. Have you guys ever randomly thought about the whole process of caterpillars turning into butterflies and what actually goes on inside the cocoon?
Every day.
Every day.
I'm not a teenage girl, so no.
I don't stop thinking about it.
I've noticed there's a lot of teenage girl-based magazines on caterpillars turning into butterflies.
Well, you know, I
Back in
think
the day.
that was a bit harsh. I don't think it's teenage girls, but like, remember, like American teenage girl coming of age movies would always be talking about their butterfly moment.
I have to say, I don't think I've ever watched many of those films.
Neither have I.
You haven't fucking lived.
Yeah,
Got the picture of like a young teenage getting in a
Terminator.
sweat.
You've all got
Terminator. Oh, Terminator.
you've
Yeah.
all got younger sisters. Come on.
Yeah, but we don't just sit there like, what do you
We
know?
only had one TV when we were younger. Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. We had two. Basically, I thought I'd look into how caterpillars go from being a butterfly, and it's quite interesting. Did you know they literally turn themselves into like a liquid soup
Yeah, it's gross, isn't it?
before they reform as a butterfly?
Hidden snack.
I was about to say forbidden.
Yeah. So the caterpillar will go into its cocoon, or there is a correct term for what you call it. Is it like
Chrysalis?
a chrysalis?
Chrysalis.
Chrysalis. That's the one.
Yeah.
Go into
Chrysler.
They drive into a Chrysler. They drive in the Chrysler. They get to the destination, but basically they go into the cocoon. So when a what they call it, a caterpillar is born originally, it actually already has the extra parts, the structure inside its body already for things like the wings, its feet, its eyes, and stuff like that. When it goes into the cocoon, it then eats itself using this kind of enzyme that it creates in its body to turn itself into like a liquid soup. And then the parts that are already stored inside its body, so like the bits that begin the wings, and then pushed to the kind of correct destination. Pretty much like there's like and then this like DNA and like constructions thing inside it, like then formats everything to where it needs to be, and then the soup reforms itself and starts growing itself into a butterfly. But there's
I've played Pokemon, yeah.
Welcome to the Stupid Podcast, where we use the finest scientific words to describe things.
Soup.
Caterpillar soup.
I love that. Who's that Pokemon?
It's caterpillar.
It's butter soup.
It's butter soup. But literally everything I've looked into online about this, trying to get different forms and just to double check that it's not like one person's just like, yeah, they turn into soup. Every scientific thing has referred to it as a soup.
Yeah, no.
Is it a soup or a broth?
It's a soup.
No,
it's a cream of.
I've heard
cream
it.
of caterpillar.
I've heard it described in the same way, and I couldn't get my head round like how this soup knows how to like reform into a butterfly. It's so weird. Also, I don't understand why it goes through all the trouble. Like, there's not many other creatures on Earth that start off in one form. Like, obviously, there's tadpoles and things like that start off in one form and become something completely different through such a strange process. And I suppose that the thing is, it's obviously evolutionary, but like, why?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It's like it's kind of like, whereas obviously as us as humans, when we want to, well, we don't evolve, but when we want to create a new version of ourselves, we give birth to another life, whereas they are reformatting themselves to be another life in a sense. But as you said yourself, from a liquid, they then reprogram themselves to be a completely different identity.
I mean, I don't mean to be funny, but I would turn myself to soup if I got wings.
Oh,
but
yeah.
guys, if you could put yourself into a cocoon, and then when you step out the cocoon, you have a new something. What would you like to have?
A penis. I mean,
two penises or just one?
Would you not want like an external spine made of penises?
I like wings.
Yeah, I think most people would want wings, wouldn't they? I think wings would be fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it'd be annoying getting shirts, wouldn't it?
Oh.
Built-in shoulder pads.
I think.
Shoulder pads.
Hey guys, just come out the cocoon.
maybe like.
Let me tackle you. Look, you'll see.
Maybe like really springy legs, like a kangaroo.
That'd be quite good, actually. Yeah.
So you could jump really high.
Pogo legs.
Yeah, pogo legs, basically.
Inspector Gadget, you want to come out as basically.
I want to be Inspector Gadget.
I'd like a really long fingers.
Like salad fingers.
Like salad fingers, yeah.
Hubert Comberdale.
But like 4 foot long fingers.
For fiddling bums.
Fiddling
distance.
cool.
There you go.
Well, that was lovely.
Soupy boys.
Ashley.
Superb. Oh, me.
Ashley, what have you got to tell us? What how are you going to tickle our curiosity buds?
Oh, I started looking into the phenomenon that is known as out-of-body experiences.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so kind of the studies into whether it is purely neuroscience or whether it's paranormal. So the interesting thing is that sort of out-of-body experiences are usually more prevalent in people that have suffered quite severe trauma or people that have had a near-death experience. It is also prevalent in people that sometimes it happens when they're sleeping or have had severe stress. But the interesting thing is there have been some studies and some examples of people that have had out-of-body experiences and have been able to explain what's been going on them around them, even though they're technically clinically dead. So they've been able to. There was an instance of someone having brain surgery, who was technically clinically dead because of what they were doing with the procedure, who could actually describe what was going on in the procedure to them as if they were watching it from sort of above. There's also a couple of instances of people that have been in cardiac arrest. They did a big study on particularly with people and did like interviews with people that had been in cardiac arrest in hospital and things like that. And they had set up certain rooms to try and facilitate the idea if someone was to have one, whether they would be able to see things that they wouldn't be able to see from the bed. unfortunately, the few people that did have these experiences weren't in those rooms, which is really annoying. So they couldn't use that as an example.
Oh, right.
But apparently they're going to be doing another test and try and kit out and get as much as 1,000 people to do this study.
They have a heart attack.
Yeah,
I was going to
much,
say
yeah.
it must be. It's hard to get like empirical data on something that is
Exactly, yeah.
that is essentially you can't measure properly
No, because at
based
the end
on
of
the
the
criteria. Yeah,
I mean, like, sort of, people don't really 100% know exactly what happens when you are kind of going from that stage to being dead to not being able to come back from that. Like people, there's studies saying that brain activity can still happen for quite a long time afterwards. But another one
seconds, isn't it, or something?
yeah, it could be even more than that, up to 2 minutes, I believe. But there was a couple of other bits as well that was saying that another one where it's quite common is people that end up with strong G forces, so like pilots, and even some people that are just operating normal planes can suffer from it. And it's called, I've got the name of it here. It's classed as a gravity-induced loss of consciousness, spatial disorientation, and it's like a break-off. And they were saying that some pilots have described themselves sitting on the wing of the plane, watching themselves pilot the plane. But they're saying that this is actually quite a common contribution to aviation accidents.
Oh, right.
So it's like, yeah.
They
So
kind
it's
of
like
lapse out themselves, see themselves.
pretty much, yeah. That's it. And that's what causes them to crash,
also-
because they
it
go
also
into,
kind of makes you think, did they have an out-of-body experience, or was it like a dream?
That's it. Yeah, that's another
Did
thing.
they just dream? In their, they went unconscious, and in their dream, they were on a wing looking at themselves, and then they wake up and go,
That what I just experienced? Exactly, because like it's with other instances, like I said, with sleep, it said it can common reports are just before falling asleep or prior to waking up, people can experience it. But one of the reasons why I was kind of looking into this is because my dad had quite a very accurate, what he believes to be an out-of-body experience, and described it like a lot of very interesting sort of aspects of what happened. And like his was more of what I would call, that maybe would be referred to as like an astral projection. So you're not just standing there looking at yourself, you can leave, almost like as if you were a spirit. And it's very, very interesting. It's quite a long story, so I won't go into it, maybe for another time. But it's I just, like I said, I thought it was quite interesting that they were doing active studies to try and determine, because that's the one thing that science can't explain at the moment, because there's obviously, you think there's so much belief of an afterlife in the world that's stemmed from thousands and thousands of years, that technically can't be, proven because of that's it.
I suppose this is something. This is like a 5 a.m. thought for me that I get quite often. I've always got quite often, but like, and I don't think I'm alone in this. But like and this is getting quite meta now. But the human mind can unlock so much in terms of, think of all the things that the humans have been able to invent and discover and etc. And we've gone well beyond the limit of our own planet, and we're discovering things about the universe. But can the human mind ever fully understand the way the human mind works?
Yeah.
Are we locked by the fact that we can't physically know everything about
perceptions?
Exactly, and that starts to scramble my eggs a little bit when I think too much about it.
It's the same with like the thought process of things like space. When you start to try and grasp the sheer size of the universe,
the infinite,
that's it. That's when it starts to kind of, your mind starts to frazzle a bit. Then as well, it
makes me feel a bit sick when I think
it does.
the universe.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah, it's interesting.
And how small we are. But on that note, Matt, what's your fact?
Well, I'm gonna shake us up out of this space deep thought, and I'm gonna tell you about a great guy called Hans Steininger.
Oh,
Now, Hans Steininger was a beloved mayor with an impressive 1.5 meter beard.
Just like Ash.
Yeah. Well, just like Ash, he was born in a little town of Brownell.
Brown now cow. What?
Brown cow.
Brown cow.
Brown cow.
Chicken pie.
Ash will actually know this town because it was the birthplace of Adolf Hitler.
Oh, his favourite town in the whole wide world. Where is Ash?
Or is it where Fanta was invented? It's in I think it's in Austria.
Got an endorsement. Fanta's endorsed in this city. It's definitely Austria.
That's my place of worship.
He was Austrian. He was Austrian, right? He wasn't German.
Yeah.
So before the big A came on board,
Big A.
Hitler 1 or Hitler 2 now?
Yeah.
we had Hans Steininger.
Hans.
Very long beard, and that's that. Yeah,
And that's it.
Is that the whole fact?
No. And that's what the town was known as. The town was known for having the mayor with the 1.5 meter beard. And this was in 1567.
Oh, okay. This now makes sense. I was going to say, it's not the town where Hitler was born.
Yeah,
That's it, yeah.
So and it was so long, he was able to tuck it into his pocket.
Oh. How deep was his pocket?
Delicious pocket beard.
Yeah, well, no, he used to just put the end in so it didn't drag on the floor.
Yeah, of course.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so obviously he's been growing it for years and years and years. And then one day a fire broke out in the town of Brownell. Sorry, Brownell Am Inn. I don't know. I'm having trouble reading this. So there was a big fire that happened in the town, and amongst all the panic, Hans was at the center of it, trying to get out this fire, and he tried to go down some stairs. The beard fell out. He tripped up on his beard and died.
Let that be a cautionary tale to everyone.
I thought you were going to say he was the hero of the town because, like, he used it to shield everyone from the flames.
He smothered the fire with his big beard.
The whole town was on fire, and he died by tripping over his beard.
Wow. I mean, what a way to go. He didn't tuck it into his pocket that day then.
Yeah, he was at the top of the flight. Said no, because it fell out his pocket in the panic.
Gotcha. Right. Okay.
Could have wrapped it around like a scarf.
But they erected a monument to their fallen mayor. Before he was buried.
They all tripped over the bronze beard.
Yeah. Before he was buried, they actually cut his beard off, and it's been locked in a glass cage, and it is in the town's historical museum.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough, but I'd imagine a couple of like townsfolk like looking over his body, like we should probably cut that off.
That is fucking disgusting. We should cut that off.
For historical merit,
guys, that fucking stinks.
The food that is it's the year 1500 and he's got 1.5 meter long beard. There's shit stuck on the end of that beard.
There's a rat in there. There's a surveillance snake in there.
This isn't even a beard, it's just shit.
I bet in 500 years they'll get a real kick out of this. Just fucking cut it off, guys.
I want to do a fucking podcast, whatever that is.
So yeah, he tripped over his long beard and
cool,
burned.
Imagine that's obviously all they saw in him. You know, he wasn't a successful mayor because he did good for the town.
Is he a good mayor?
It was a walking. He's a walking beard. It's not the case. They didn't cut the beard off of him. They cut him off of the beard.
Way the beard!
Hey! It's like they're playing a glass case and hope he comes back to life to carry on running the town.
Or maybe they really hated him, and when the fact that the beard tripped him up and killed him, they were like, "We love you, beard." I'm in.
So, Joe, what's your fact?
Right. Okay. So mine requires a bit of backstory to set the scene. But before I start my fact, I did have an alternative fact, but it turned out to be a bit of a dead end. But basically, as you guys know, I like a bit of Roman history, and obviously Romans used to have two emperors at one time, so that no one had absolute power. And my fact was going to be that there was an emperor called Maximus Pupienus, and I thought that was really funny. But it turned out he only ruled for 3 months, and he didn't do actually anything really interesting.
Yeah, he was
a bit of a Pupienus, was he?
I've already mentioned Pupienus. And you went, oh, is it actually Pupienus or is it Pupianos? You like poo-pooed by Pupienus.
Pupianos.
Well, anyway,
poo-poo shirt boy.
My Crow-Team lad. My fact is about a place called Clipperton Island. So Clipperton Island is off the coast. It's about 1,000 kilometers off the coast of Mexico. So it's kind of near Tahiti. So we're talking tropical. Lovely.
Cool.
The only thing about this island is that it's kind of shit. It's a shit island. It's kind of like a donut. So basically, it's not like your normal tropical island. It's round, but in the middle is a giant freshwater lagoon. So basically, all it is fucking hell, you guys. Why does this always happen during mine?
But we have to do it because it's always your one.
But basically, you have about a meter strip of sand around the edge.
No.
For fuck's sake, guys.
Just going,
Lagoon.
God, say, right, you meet a strip. What?
Yeah, so there's a meter strip of sand around the outside and a little bit of scrubland. So it's not really desirable, especially as the freshwater element lagoon is just kind of full of algae and it's a bit shit. You can't really drink from it.
Oh.
And basically, it's called Clipperton Island because there was a pirate called John Clipperton who went there to escape the Spanish and supposedly buried his treasure there. And he was like, I'm just going to call it Clipperton Island. Fuck it. That's not the exciting bit. So basically, there was a point in 1711 where the French came across it and they were like, I'll have this. And it became part of France. And no one dared argue with France because France were like one of the world's superpowers at the time. They had one of the best navies. And it kind of, it kind of went back and forth until someone discovered that bird poo was really good fertilizer. Because one of the prevailing things about this island is it's absolutely covered in bird shit.
Nice.
So through the summer months, it smells like bird shit. It smells like ammonia. And through the winter months, it's absolutely battered by tropical storms. So it's really sounding like an appealing place. But what happened, basically, is some weird shit. So the French have ownership of it. But when we get to 1909, Mexico will go, actually, do you know what? That's quite near Mexico. And I fancy this island. And then no one told the French. And in the process of them kind of taking the island, the British came along and went, this island's covered in bird shit. It's good. That's good for agriculture.
Whatever.
Yeah. Apparently bird shit was really good for putting on crops at the time. And there was like a guano craze. It was like golden bum juice across the land. You could really golden bum juice. You could really make your living in guano. And so the British kind of came along and went, yeah, actually, we'll have it. They built loads of really sturdy, they built basically a settlement there. Really sturdy houses. They were sending supply ships because there's nothing grew on this island. And eventually they realized that actually going all the way there, taking the bird shit, taking it all the way back to Britain was costing more than they were selling it for. So basically left a man and his wife behind in a lighthouse to look after this place. And this is where the story kind of starts. So that was kind of a bit of backstory.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So
start again.
Crowboys Haunted Lighthouse.
Yeah. So you've got this shitty island.
Into a room.
Yeah. You've got this shitty island covered in shit, getting battered by storms with British built housing on it. And between 1906 and 1914, the Mexicans sent 100 people to live there, along with this man and his woman, because they wanted the bird shit for themselves. This delicious golden bum paste, whatever I called it. Yeah.
Bum paste.
So they had guano miners and soldiers and all sorts. And basically, every 2 months, a ship would come from Mexico with supplies because there was nothing on this island but crabs and birds. And it would come with supplies so that everyone didn't die of scurvy. And during that time, there were 2 things that happened. The Mexican Revolution and the First World War. So eventually, the ship stopped coming. And basically, everyone started to die of scurvy. This story only gets worse from here, guys. So 100 people, only 24 remained alive. And the people that were left alive, basically all the men got together and went, right, I see a ship in the distance. Let's go after it. So they all got in and then the ship capsized and they all drowned. So basically only the women and children were left on this island. And yeah, and one man who was the lighthouse keeper, who was this gigantic fella who I can't remember the name of. Oh no, here we go. Victoriano Alvarez. And he decided, enough is enough. I'm the king of Clipperton Island. So basically, he decided to strip down to his pants and declared himself Yeah, he declared himself the king of Clipperton Island.
I'm the king of Clipperton Island.
Clipperton.
And basically, he started doing some really nasty stuff to all the kind of women there, and he decided that they were his slaves.
So it went fully on fucking.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to go too much into it because it was really.
I don't want to be the king of Clipperton anymore.
He was really terrible. He was a really terrible person, and he'd gone a bit mad because all he'd been eating was crabs and fucking seabirds. Yeah.
See, Reginald see to that. That's
and basically, the only woman he didn't touch was the old island's captain's widow. And one day he decided to, have his way with her. So she ran into his lighthouse, got a hammer, and smashed him over the head. And, killed him. And then a few weeks later, the war had ended. So we're talking like 1970. And an American ship came by because they wanted to use it as like a naval stopping off base. And they saw this kind of these 4 women that were left on this island. And they said, what the fuck's gone on here? And they explained about the guy and everything. And they went to inspect it, saw the guy kind of bloodied and beaten in the lighthouse. And they kind of asked, like, what the fuck happened? So they explained. And they wrote on the manifest, died of scurvy. And then took the women on and went away.
Oh, wow.
So that's the story. That's the story of Clipperton Island, the weirdest, most like the island that everyone wanted for a while. That was absolute shit show covered in bird shit.
It's strange.
Is it bird or is it bat? I thought guava was
guano is just general
flying shit.
Animal
flying thing shit.
Flying thing shit.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen that Clipperton Island's got a Google review?
Oh, is it?
It's a 4.2 out of 5.
Oh, it's still owned by France now.
Well, that's it. Most reviews are saying this island has always been part of the Republic of California, or Mexican island, not French. This is Mexico property. People, guess what? It's French, and you all need to accept it.
Yeah, people have got a weird thing about this horrible, horrible place that they want it to be part of. It's like the Falklands, but shittier. Yeah, Clipperton Island. Don't visit there on your holidays.
Yeah,
go to Tahiti instead.
It's nice
Lagoon, I would call it if I was a pirate. Loot Lagoon.
Loot Lagoon. Well, there you go.
I think it's time for a game.
Yeah, I think it is as well. Okay, let's do the Secret Dave game.
Well, gee willikers, Batman, I don't know what to do. Our waffle maker's broken, and how are we ever going to make breakfast for all our friends?
What are you shut the fuck up? Not the shut the fuck up, Robin! We're gonna make waffles no matter what! We're gonna use Batman's waffle maker!
Wow, that sounds amazing, Batman! I guess we just pick it up at our local bat store.
But where is it? Where is the bat store?
Oh, well, you should know that. We have over 500 stores all around Gotham for you to get your best bat needs.
What else do they sell?
They sell bat milk,
Bat tampons,
bat insurance,
bat lube,
bat butter,
bat novelty hats,
bat shark repellent,
bat boobies.
So come on down and join Batman and me, Robin, to get all your greatest bat needs at the Bat Store.
You guys ready for a game?
I'm ready for a game.
How gamey are you right now?
I'm so gamey.
I'm so gamey right now. I've got a game for you guys. I thought we'd try and do a different format than the usual. Like, is it this or is it this?
Breaking it.
My game is actually broke down into you can get 2 points an answer. How is that question? How is that possible? Your brains are going, wow!
I
can't even.
My mind is caterpillar soup right now.
Your mind is caterpillar soup. It should be, because this game is called The Story of Songs. And basically what's going to happen right now is I've ripped off from the big fat quiz of the year, where I can't remember his name, but he tells a news story to a song lyric. And basically I'm going to read out song lyrics, and you guys have got to tell me what the name of the song is and who wrote the song. Now, now I know Joe's got an advantage over this one because Joe seems to know every fucking song.
Every fucking song in the universe.
The song. There's a song that's coming out in 5 years' time, and Joe knows the fucking lyrics right now. I've tried to format.
I have a nickname for Joe. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, Joe would literally hear a song and like anchor.
Whoa.
There we go. But
Jukebox Jerry. That's what they call me.
Jukebox Jerry Joe.
It was like
I like he went Jukebox Jerry instead of Jukebox
Joe.
I've always wanted my name to be Jerry instead of Joe.
Jerry is such a hippity hoppity hoppity hop name.
Yeah.
But basically, I'm going to read out songs. I've started off fairly easy. I've also picked songs that I know, like individually, you're more likely to know than the other person to kind of give an advantage and stuff like that. So I thought about it. Don't worry. I've been careful. It's not just like you're running the mill.
So what do we have to do?
So basically, I'm going to speak, and I'm going to put a voice on. Only for the fact is because every time I read the lyrics, when I was practicing earlier on, if I read it in my own voice, I would naturally go in and start doing the melody of the song.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if I put a thought,
but every song you have to do a different voice.
Oh, okay. Right, now,
And we'll know. We will
well, if I do the
fucking know
same
if you
voice,
do the
you
same
will.
one.
All right. Okay, now you've made it difficult for me now. But all right then. So we'll start off nice and easy. Basically, so every answer you can give me two answers. Either both would be preferable. But the name of the song and the artist who did it, artist or band, whatever, you'll get 2 points for it.
You can play along at home.
Play along at home if you know. Can one of you three keep score?
Oh, well, yeah.
Thank you. All right, so we'll start nice and easy. Well, I think nice and easy. So we'll see. The first song is To the Left, to the Left. Everything you own.
Beyonce.
In a box to the left. Correct.
To the left.
Well, no, that's not the name of the song.
All the single ladies.
Beyonce's Big Box.
No, you all did.
Beyonce's Big Box.
Ash, what did you say?
No, I said what Joe said. I have no idea.
The song is called Irreplaceable, but it's by Beyonce. So 1 point to Matthew there.
1 point to Matt.
We'll go for number 2 now. I've heard he's changed a lot since then, but some of his ways he just can't mend.
Christ. Skateboy.
I'll repeat it again. I've heard he's changed a lot since then, but some of his ways he just can't mend. I'm also kind of close to the melody on that one. As
Yeah.
Brain,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Matt's brain's going.
I know it.
I know.
He does know it. No one knows.
Should we just say a random one? Adele.
Adele.
Avril Lavigne.
Is it Madness?
It is Madness. Well done. It's the bread and breakfast man.
Oh, you really have tailored this.
I've been very careful with this one. Yeah. Right then, next one. I've got to do a different voice. Because in the interest of all involved, I got the problem solved, and the verdict is guilty. I'll repeat. Because in the interest of all involved, I got the problem solved, and the verdict is guilty.
You may have made this too hard, Dave.
When I read it out in my head, I'm like, how can you not guess this? But now when I'm saying it, I'm like,
Yeah, I mean, the thing this makes it quite hard.
Repeat what I'm saying to you, but just repeat those words in your head in a different manner. I'm trying to purposely break up the structure of the sentences.
Read it one more time.
Because in the interest of all involved, I got the problem solved, and the verdict is guilty.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Really?
I really don't know.
What is it, Dave?
Slipknot, spit it out.
The next one you've got to do in the voice of Eamon Holmes.
To be fair, like I can't. Who can understand what he says and spit it out?
Eamon Holmes.
But no, I know. The thing is, now you've said that. I know it. Yeah.
It's like, are you gonna do? Are you gonna do "Dig" by Mudvayne in a minute as well?
In the style of Eamon Holmes.
There was. I won't lie. There was a lot of songs. I was like, I'll do that one, and then the lyrics were just the same thing, or like the title of the song over and over again. Oh.
He's like, crawling in my skin.
Crawling was going to be one of them. Literally, because it said crawling about 32 times.
In the end, it doesn't even matter.
It doesn't even matter. Where were we?
Go on then.
All
In
right.
the style of Eamon Holmes.
Who's Eamon Holmes? I know the name.
He's just an Irish presenter.
The Irish morning presenter.
He does Mock the Week now, I think, as well.
No, does he?
No, he doesn't do that.
No, that's.
Oh no, it's Tom O'Leary. No, it's not Tom O'Leary.
You're racist, you are, man.
I'm racing against Irish people.
Green.
That's the one.
Yeah, Eamon Holmes does the
Eamon Holmes
morning
is the boy
bread.
who talks.
Oh yeah, he sits with the blonde woman.
Right. Mind is willing, soul remains. This woman cannot be saved from the drawer into the fire. Mind is willing, soul remains. This woman cannot be
Oh
saved
shit.
from the drawer into the fire.
Soul remains. This
Mine is
woman
really-
cannot be saved. What song is that? Ah, shit.
Mine is living. Soul remains.
Soul remains.
This woman cannot be saved
I don't know.
from the draw into the fire.
Shit. Is it Nirvana?
Nope. Think more modern.
Mind is willing. Soul remains. Ah, shit. This woman cannot be saved. I don't know.
Surprise, even Joe stumped. It's Pendulum Propane Nightmares.
That's the one. I was singing that the other day. This woman
Okay, the next one you got to do in Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Okay, this is nice and easy. So no, I don't know why you're not there. I give you my love, but you don't care. So what is right and what is wrong? Give me a sign. I don't know.
This is so hard.
There. I give you my. I'm gonna do it in the melody. I give you my love, but you don't care. So what is right and what is wrong? Give me a sign.
I'm no good at this.
Oh, fucking hell, man.
Oh, disappointed me.
Yeah, this is
I'm,
hard.
Matt,
the
you
problem
really
is
disappointed me on
I'm a music person. I don't really know
that's the
lyrics.
same for me.
Oh. What if I did it more? Now I don't know why you're not there. I give you my love, but you don't care.
Hathaway.
So what? There you go. Yeah.
Oh, what is it? What is love?
Yeah.
Yes, what is
What
love?
is love? Baby, don't hurt me. This is so hard.
Okay,
Surprised. I thought it'd be easier. To be honest
right,
with
the next one you've got to do in the voice of Michael Caine.
you. Okay. All right then. Okay. Now.
This
Oh.
is just enough for me. Just
No, same.
All right. Now, how I wish. Right. All I wish is to dream again. My loving heart lost in the dark. For hope, I'll give my everything.
oh,
What? So I read that again?
This one. All right. Oh, how I wish for soothing rain. All I wish is to dream again. My loving heart lost in the dark. For how. Oh, I fucked it up there. Sorry. Do apologise. I do apologise.
I know this
For
song.
hope, I give my everything. Now, as I said before, I purposely picked the songs to suit the situation. Now, if you don't know what the fucking song
I
is,
know-
actually, I'm
I know.
annoyed.
I do know this song. But
Wait.
I can't
Read the
think
first couple of lines again.
Oh, how I wish for soothe.
Oh, it's Nightwish Nemo.
Yeah, Nightwish. Yeah. I fucking knew it. I fucking you
joke.
bastard. I hate.
Da, 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 da,
Yeah, it's Nemo, Nightwish. Yeah.
Nemo, my name forevermore.
The next one you got to do is
Mate,
Chris
that's so
Eubank.
annoying.
Okay, well, he looked at me once. He looked. Again. Well, he looked at me once. He looked at me twice. He looked at me again. There's gonna be a fight.
He looked at me once.
Well, he looked at me once. He looked at me twice. He looked at me again. There's gonna be a fight. Well, there's a gonna be fight. Sorry, that's how actually it's written. There's a gonna be a
That's
fight.
Stray Cats.
That is the Stray Cats.
Stray Cat Strut.
Yeah.
Dung, 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 dung. I've not actually been taking note of who's scoring
it's not
what.
Stray Cats.
I'm just enjoying it for the impressions. to be
Okay,
honest.
let's do one more.
Matt's pretty much winning. He's got 3, I think.
Let's do one more. Let's have Mickey Mouse.
Right.
Yeah, right there. Right there. Reality's hit. I'll never find her. Now what do? I just had to let her go.
What?
Reality's hit. I'll never find her. Now what do? I just had to let her go.
Sorry,
I just had to let go.
not her. I don't know why I did her.
I don't know that one.
Just had to let. It's because her was in the center line above it. That's why I kept adding in. So just again, reality's hit. They'll never find her. Now what do? I just had to let go.
Is it Corn?
Do it in the voice of Donald Duck.
Donald Duck now.
Can you do Donald Duck?
Okay. Now I got it.
How to make sense now?
Is it Corn?
No, it's not corn.
I don't know.
It's everyone giving up. So I just realised Matt said I don't know.
Yeah.
It's Into the Fire by Victor and the Bully.
That's why Matt didn't know it.
That's why I fucking picked
Yeah,
it.
you know full well I don't know my own lyrics.
Potato.
Potato.
Oh, good stuff.
There you are.
Fucking brilliant.
That's the story of songs.
I really like that. It was more for the impressions than
The
anything
impressions
else.
were great. Yeah, I was never going to do well in that ever.
Beep, beep. Oh, guys, I think it's time.
For what?
It's time for shit news.
Shit news.
Hello, fellow human. It's me, Johnny Real Person. We have sequestered your airwaves to talk to you about our new service, Human Land. At Human Land, you can bring all your most precious and valuable organs and engage in human activities, such as jump, spot the blue, mammal touch, string count, breath contest, and pigeon watch. Bring all your able-bodied friends and family, but please leave grandmother behind. She is weak-bodied and will fetch a low price at the mandatory human inspection parades, which will occur daily at 9 and occur every hour until close. You will have so much fun at Human Land, you're bound to leave a part of yourself behind with us. Remember, attendance is highly encouraged. We don't want to have to remind you that your body is essentially a sack of jelly and gas that will bend easily under the duress of nuclear-powered titanium hands. So, come down and enjoy the lovely sedatives, and don't have a change of heart. Because we'll change it for you. At Human Land.
This is the latest dispatch just received in our news.
Zim Podcast, bringing you the latest news from around the world with Victor Garsley, Crowboy, Frankenstein, and Mr. Graves. This is Shit News. Yeah, sir. It's shit news.
Oh, one this weekend.
Welcome, ladles and jelly spoons, to Shit News. Your weekly source of all the hottest sopping news. I actually fucking hell, Dave.
I'm ready.
He's ready, guys. He's facing the wrong way away from his microphone, but he's ready, ladies and gentle spoons. I actually heard, I was watching the football the other day, the Premier League. Football lad. Being a right football lad, I was, and they used he referred to the pitch as sopping. And I went, he's been listening to shit news. But yeah, so the roundup of this week's news, celebs go dating. Kimberly says she's up for sex on the first date.
Shit!
Wow.
Charlotte Dawson slams idiot troll who says she's always got her tits out by getting her tits out.
Bitch!
Sorry. Hang on.
Where's the logic?
Sorry. Say that again.
Charlotte Dawson
Called her what? Because
an idiot troll because she always has her tits out, and to troll him back, she got her tits out. Celebs go dating. Wayne Lineker, who I can only imagine is related to Gary Lineker, is ready for the booby bus after he's stumped. Cheryl Baker says she's been left totally broke during the pandemic and has to grow her own veg. Oh, I know. And
right, let me just get out my small violin.
Yeah, and lastly, our old friend Katie Price went on an SAS reality show, and she was there for 2 days before she broke.
What means she fell apart? It's just made of fucking plastic.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, she just couldn't handle
Melted
it.
in the midday sun.
But
Midday melting.
what I want to focus on this week is
Pornhub.
a goose rescue in Michigan. So firefighters in Michigan attempted a goose rescue on a frozen river So they saw this goose and it looked like it was in distress. So they mounted a big thing. It was just at the point in the season where the ice was still really thin. So they didn't want to obviously walk on the ice to get it. So they had to construct all this equipment, etc. They got there and they realised it was a decoy fowl used for hunting.
Who called it in then?
I don't fucking know. There's not a lot going on in Michigan at the minute during lockdown.
Really?
They're calling duty, yeah, because the fucking things are getting a bit wacky, aren't they?
But, good news out of all of this.
Honk!
The fire department chief, Mark Kearney, said
Sorry,
it ended up being a good training session. In the end, we can sleep well at night. A bird is not suffering.
That's good to know. Honk! I do. Honk!
This is very
smell foul play.
Sorry, I'm going to have to interrupt your violent honking. This is Hot Lips signing out. Long socks. Have we got some news coming in?
I don't think I want it anymore. Yeah, I've got some news for you. Honk. My news is
some
French
honk news.
Honky. My news is honky. I'm a honky because I'm white. There you go. French woman ruled dead in 2017 fights to be declared alive. That's right. A woman who has been dead for now 4 years because it's 2021 technically. So back in 2017, she was declared dead. This French woman by the name of
She's French.
She's French.
Je suis fatigué.
Jean.
Le mort. Le unmort.
Le mort.
The 58-year-old says she's lived in constant fear, not daring to leave her house in the village of Saint Joseph, where you're from, Joe.
That's where I was born.
In the Origin,
where you were sculpted.
Well, basically, authorities have seized her car over unpaid debts she contests to, which is caused the centre of her troubles. But basically, this woman worked for a company that were liquidating themselves, and for some reason believed that she had died a few years previous to the company liquidation. So when the company liquidated itself and it had to set off all its outstanding debts and stuff like that, it stated that this woman was dead.
Was she in outstanding debt?
They owed money for work and stuff like that.
Oh,
for her working at the company.
Okay.
So they basically said that she was dead and therefore she owed the company money for unpaid things. And stuff like that.
Man.
This woman is obviously still alive and she's currently going to court, and basically due to the fact that the legal things have already been put in place.
Monty Python. I'm not dead.
It's literally that. It's weird when you look into the whole thing of it.
Not yet dead.
This woman spent $9,000 on proving that she's not dead. She spent the last 4 years of her life in court.
Will you take him anyway?
Literally going to
wherever
court.
she walks, like, hello, ghost.
So, I'm telling you, I can't feel a pulse. I'm telling you.
Dead, love. Oh, dead. You're dead boring. But that's it. She's literally just spent.
Well, that's something out of a movie.
Her son and her husband were left to pay £2,479 in outstanding debts to the business to prove that for where she was said that she was dead because this company was shutting down. And now she's spent the last 3 to 4 years literally going to court as many times as possible in order to prove that she's alive. The woman is literally walking into the fucking courthouse.
This sounds like a movie. It's ridiculous.
I know. Going, I'm not dead.
I'm
and
alive!
they're going, and the court is going,
legally.
work.
It's like, coming this summer, the dead reanimate in court.
It reminds me of.
Court of the Living Dead.
It reminds me of a more extreme version of. I remember there was when I was a customer assistant in the Blue Woods at M&S. I used to do what we called the twilight shift. So I used to come in at 4 a.m. to stock the shelves before the customer got in. And one morning I was beeping my card into getting the staff door, and I was like, "This isn't working." So later on, someone lets me in, and I go, "My card wouldn't work," and they were like, "Oh, you don't work here anymore." And I was like, oh, nobody told me. It turns out there was a security guard called Joe Marshall who couldn't be any more different from me. He was 6'7". He's fucking 6'7". He was fucking massive. And
his full name was Joe the Marshall.
Yeah. Basically, he was having, this is really slanderous, but I doubt he listens to this podcast, but he was having affairs with quite a few married women there. So he had to be moved. And
I think I remember this.
Yeah, and they were like, yeah, you don't work here anymore, man. So basically, they deleted me off the system, and I had to prove to it. I was like, no, it's me. I work here. I haven't had affairs with any. I'm like 17.
I'm only 5'8".
Yeah, I'm 5'7", man.
I can't have an affair.
Yeah,
I haven't even got a girlfriend back home to have an affair with.
I did have a girlfriend. I was like, I just want to just come in and do my weird 4 a.m.
I just want to
shift.
put lettuces on shelves.
Yeah,
Get awake at 3 a.m.
I think you'll find that my area of expertise was salads. But anyway, enough of that. Sorry. Coming in. Funky Gibbon. Repeat. Funky Gibbon. Come in.
Thanks for that introduction there. It will never get old, whatever you say.
According to you, yes.
Yes, I don't give a shit. It's my trademark. Funky Gibbon's trademark is fashionably delayed.
Yeah, Ash is always on time, but Funky Gibbon.
Yeah, he's a late Gibbon, mate.
He's a late boy.
He's a late
on
boy.
time for reasons.
Right, so, ladies and gentlemen, have you ever heard of Chupacabra?
I have, yes.
You have, yes? Right,
Yeah,
okay, that's good.
It's the Mexican devil thing.
Yes, right. Evil blood-sucking creature drains 50 livestock dry and vanishes without a trace.
Oh.
So, frightened cattle rancher Juan Choc said he believes the evil... Juan Choc.
Okay. One more time.
Juan Choc.
Okay, go.
Or, I think, Juan Choc.
Sorry, one more time, Ash.
Can you say
Juan Choc.
Can you say it, but really sound like over the top Mexican?
Can you say it in the voice of Mickey Mouse?
Juan Choc. Juan Choc.
No, it sounds like you're saying nunchuck.
Right, anyway, said he believes the evil animal could be that of Chupacabra, a Chilean legend of a zombie-like entity that fed off the blood of the cattle. So, pretty much, the long story short, should we say, 50 baby llamas and alpacas in Chile were basically sucked dry. The blood was completely sucked out.
Lucky them.
Baby ones.
You know what I mean,
Baby
boys?
ones as well. Baby ones as well. It says that the interesting thing about this is that they're looking and they've brought people in to kind of see what the fuck has been going on because they thought it was just a person doing it at one point after 2 or 3. But it actually, the weird thing is that there's been no physical tracks or any physical tracks, animal tracks or people around the cattle when they're discovered. They've been completely sucked dry, blood and all.
But
the llamas had a great time.
So apparently the farmer got really scared because his brother told him about Chupacabra, and they started believing that it could be him. So in response, they've set up a load of solar panel lights to keep them illuminated all the time. Are you right with that?
Brother sucking the fucking llamas up. Is that what you're saying?
Wait, what?
You saying they weren't going to tell the brother? Did you say because they were scared?
No, I said the brother told him about Chupacabra, and he got scared. So they set up lights. Yeah. So they set up lights.
So basically,
solar panel lights around to protect them. And
basically, the brother sucked off llamas.
Sure, why not?
Sucking off the llamas.
If that is how you've taken this article, you go, girl.
There you go.
So yeah,
sorry, I'm gonna have to stop you there. I'm getting an urgent call from Coffee Bean. No, wait.
Who?
Teabag. Sorry, Teabag. Come in, Teabag.
Coffee Beans, the Australian presenter.
Hello. Yes, hot chocolate here.
Might as well be.
Woman attempts to Woman attempts to get around pandemic rules by walking her boyfriend on a leash. Yeah, so as the incident pandemic continues, many places around the world are introducing tougher restrictions, as we all know. But in Quebec, I've had too much to drink. Quebec, Canada, a 4-week-long curfew has been implemented, which requires residents to stay in their homes from 8 p.m. in the evening until 5 a.m. in the mornings. And this woman basically decided to take her husband for a walk on a leash.
Wait. You said 2 different things. How are they related? Are you going to tie this together?
Well, she decided to take him for a walk on a leash after curfew, and which she was caught by police. And they were like, and she basically tried to say that she was walking her dog.
Well, you allowed. Sorry, as context, were you allowed to walk your dog after the curfew?
I think so, yeah. For essential workers who need to travel, and also who need to walk their dogs, you're allowed to.
Right, I get it. So
that's what it is. Yeah.
I can't work out whether she was ultra kinky or was trying to circumvent the rules by doing something really odd.
I think it was a bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, she ended up walking her husband in the street, and when the police stopped her, she was like, "No, it's my dog," and they're like, "Well, no,
that's a human. That's a human man.
That's a naked man with a leash."
Did you just assume
that's a naked man, eh?
But apparently, the couple did not collaborate with the police at all, and she was fined $6,000.
Oh, baby, Canada, man!
That could buy so many harnesses.
Yeah, they could have had a lot of fun.
Canada,
they could have built a dungeon with that.
Fucking Justin Trudeau's coming at you with fire. You get £200 fine over here.
Legalizes weed, and everyone's like, "Yeah, cool, chill. Let's just go. Hey, baby, what? Put a lead round your neck, and I'll pretend you're a dog. Okay, cool. $6,000. Fuck you."
The funny thing, what I wondered, didn't get as excited as a dog does when he said, "Do you want to go for a walk?"
Apparently, they said, "Walk your boyfriend all you want in your home after curfew."
Get him a big hamster wheel. Do you remember we had the Craigslist thing?
So there we
you
go.
get them for free.
We don't yuck anyone's yum, but don't go out when you shouldn't be. It's time for Blank-O-Mattic.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm disturbed deeply by all of that.
Yeah.
Blank-O-Mattic.
Blank-O-Mattic. We'll go there quickly.
Yeah, quick.
Blank-O-Mattic, it's chromatic, it's dramatic. Blank-O-Mattic, it's Blank-O-Mattic.
Oh, guys, it's the Blank-O-Mattic.
Oh yeah.
All right, and this is the part of the show where we find nouns, verbs, blah, blah, blah. We put it into a giblet maker, and we make a story or whatever. But
Giblet maker.
yeah, no, guys, I've got some bad news, mate.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a couple of episodes ago, I had my wedding.
Oh yeah.
We broke up, mate.
Oh man.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm so
for
sorry.
real.
Yeah.
No, I'm not having that. Let me call her and find out.
No.
Hello.
Hang on.
Hello. She says you broke up.
Yeah, me and shit
that was
Keith
it.
the cat
Shit.
broke up.
You
Me
sorted
and
that there,
shit
Joe.
Keith the cat broken up.
Joe sorted out your divorce by ringing her and going, "Did you break up?" Yeah, you did. Cool.
No, so guys, I feel like I'm ready to get back on the scene.
Oh yeah.
So I found out how to score a date.
Oh, well, let us know because we're all fucking losers.
I think we'll use the Blank-O-Mattic to find out how to get a date.
Well,
Yeah, let's put it on Tinder.
Hinge.
Okay,
Grindr.
first of all, we need 2 adjectives.
Virtual.
Virtual.
Prickly.
Fancy.
Virtual. I like fancy. Okay.
Shaggy.
Girls or guys?
Girls. No, girls.
Both.
Girls because of their booby tits.
Girls who like boys.
Tits
who
of
like
boob.
Girls who like boys.
Plural clothing.
Oh, silken nonce.
Wafer coats.
Armbands.
Silken. What am I having? Silken what?
Armbands.
Silken armbands.
Silky armbands.
Silken armband. Man or woman?
Woman again.
Man.
Oh,
we'll go man.
Fine, fuck
We
me.
need an adjective.
Grotesque.
Goofy.
Goofy.
Repulsive.
Oh no, I like goofy. Random place, bank, zoo, backyard, etc. Joe, where are you having?
Where am I having? Fishing slut hole. What?
You've never been fishing, have you?
Wait a minute. You don't fish.
You told us so many times you've been fishing, but clearly you've never been fishing.
Backyard tar pit. I don't know.
Backyard tar pit. All right, well, I believe that.
Alton Towers.
Alton Towers tar pit.
Yeah.
I do that when I've got a mouthful of
Sorry.
alcohol. Rude.
For any Americans out there, Alton Towers is a theme park.
It's fun.
Ash, think of a random place, bank, zoo, or backyard.
Oh, what, another one?
And Dave's got one as well.
Oh, fuck
Oh.
that. Well, I just said Alton Towers, didn't I? But all right, another one. Go to Dave. Go to Dave, and then I'll come back.
Argos Loading Bay.
Argos Loading Bay. Okay.
Poppadom Park.
What? Poppadom what?
Poppadom Park. Poppadom Park. There you go. That's Joe. Yeah.
What about Poppadom Palace?
Poppadom Palace.
That sounds like just the name of an Indian takeaway.
It sounds amazing.
Oh, where have you got food from? Oh, Poppadom Palace.
Hanging.
Amount of time. 10 days or 5
Oh, that's Ash. Ash is on numbers.
Yeah.
22 minutes.
Oh,
22 minutes.
Got 22 minutes to go. Got 22
minutes to go.
Size. We need a size. Huge, small, etc.
Enormous.
Triple XL.
Ooh,
mediocre.
Gargantuous.
Teeny weeny.
Teeny weeny.
Teeny
It's a
weeny.
yellow polka dot bikini.
Yeah.
Can you write that down, please?
Burp.
Can't hear you, Matthew.
We need 2 adjectives.
Yummy.
Lethal.
Obnoxious.
Oh, obnoxious. Pungent.
Sure, we'll have an.
Oh, pungent. I like pungent.
Oh yeah.
Painstaking.
Oh.
Hey,
Mammoth.
we need a noun, plural.
Oh, fucking hell.
How about Carol Vordermans?
Jazz milk.
Right.
I was going to say discarded flannels.
Carol Vordermans.
cane sugar?
Oh, actually, I quite like Carol Vorderman's discarded flannels. Like, somebody waiting.
Or like, what about like Carol Vorderman's tainted jazz milk?
Oh.
I like,
have to if she's
I
not
like
in.
discarded flannel. I like the idea of somebody waiting outside, going for her bins, trying to find her old flannels.
Personal experience.
I know, yeah, literally you put me to that, actually. I was gonna say.
Verb ending
Kinda
in
went into
ing.
Toweling.
Toweling.
Stealing towels from bins.
Toweling.
A verb ending in ing.
Crapping.
Crapping.
Yeah, I like that.
Crapping.
Go for the lowest common denominator on that one.
We need just a verb.
Spin.
Stand.
I was going to say roll. So it's the same
I like
thing.
spin.
Yeah, spin.
Okay, we need 3 adjectives.
Faithful.
What?
Faithful.
Faithful.
Faithful. Itchy.
Faulty. I like itchy.
Suspicious?
Jealous.
And suspicious. I like suspicious. Faulty, itchy, and suspicious. We need, Dave.
That's on my that's already on my Tinder profile. 40 itchy and suspicious.
What colour she want?
My 3 best qualities.
Imagine saying that in in an interview. Tell us what your 3 greatest strengths are. Well, I'm 40, itchy, and suspicious. What more do you want to know?
As well.
Dave, we need 2 separate colours.
Two separate colours. Let's go Fidel Castro.
I'm just going to do Castro.
Castro claret.
Castro Blue.
Castro Blue.
And let's go something more suiting. So let's go John F. Kennedy Blood Red.
Oh.
That's America.
John F. Kennedy Grey Matter.
I'm going to just write. I'm going to write Kennedy Red.
Kennedy Red. Kennedy Red. I like
Right,
that. If that was a colour, I'd buy it.
We need plural clothing.
Stallion socks.
No,
Sorry.
stop with the politics. Just colours.
My first bra.
Stiff long johns.
Stiff long johns.
Pantaloons.
I like pantaloons. But what pantaloons?
Spicy pantaloons.
Inflatable pantaloons.
Inflatable pantaloons.
Rocket powered pantaloons.
Rocket power pantaloons.
Rocket pockets.
Rocket pockets.
Oh, well, we need a single piece of clothing so we can have rocket pockets.
Rocket pocket.
Or rocket pocket, but if it's
Rocket
single,
pocket,
so
yeah.
Rocket pocket.
We need a single body part.
Oh, the flange.
Yeah, all right. Well,
The flange.
We now need an animal. Joe, this is your special.
Yeah, go on, Joe.
Fat-lipped fish.
Fat-lipped kipper.
Fat-lipped fish. My brain instantly felt like it's like a 90s band. We're fat-lipped fish.
It's not far off.
Somebody once told me.
I feel like you can do better than fat-lip.
Puffy pussy pike.
No, that just sounds like Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Puff of pike. Puff of pike.
Puff there.
Come on.
Speed goblin.
There we are.
That was good.
You got to watch out on the Sahara Plains for those speed goblins.
You got to watch the podcast as well to see the reaction of the words.
Is it a mirage or a speed goblin?
Is it a bird? Is it a plane? It's a speed goblin.
They're so fast they blend into the fucking heat waves.
They're channeled by Peter Gabriel.
Single piece of clothing.
God.
Oh.
Singlet. Which is an Australian vest.
Sex cup.
Tassels.
All right. Type of material.
Silk.
Obsidian.
Rough hemp.
Hemp.
Ross Kemp hemp.
One person who, out of all the people in the human race, who I wouldn't associate with hemp. Ross Kemp.
I'm Ross Kemp, and this is
Ross Kemp, and I fucking hate hemp, but this is hemp.
Plural clothing.
Cum socks.
cum socks. Shaggy slippers.
Cum gloves.
Cum gloves.
Oh, when you run out of socks and you run
Come into my glove.
Can you put salty cum gloves?
Salty cum.
Oh, why salty?
Mummy salty cum gloves.
Mummies.
Salty cum gloves.
Mummies
coming in their mum's gloves.
Mummy salty cum gloves.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Mummy, bring me the cum gloves.
Single body part.
Joe, can I see your
What was that? Did you say single body part again?
Can you say what?
Single,
you want to see what?
I see your belly button.
Braid nipple.
No. Oh, it's like a weird reflection.
Yeah, I thought
Oh no, you can. My buttons pops open.
My biggest bunion.
Oh. Biggest bunion.
Lagoon.
I've seen into the abyss.
We need an adverb.
We're looking at belly buttons right now.
Got a bit of fluff in there as well.
But all right, if we're gonna have single body part, we're gonna have belly button.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna have Joe's belly button.
What we doing with adverb? Is it an adverb?
We need adverbs.
Furiously.
Sharply.
Interestingly.
I like furiously.
Oddly.
We need a myth. Bear in mind, I'm trying to find a date here. We're going for a mythical being. Unicorn, vampire, werewolf. I mean, we've already had speed goblin, so
it's obviously 1832. The year of dragons.
Slimy sex badger.
Blimey.
He's always badger.
Oh, look at that! It's a blimey sex badger.
I said slimy.
Blimey sex badgers.
I said slimy, but blimey sex badger is funnier.
It's definitely a blimey sex badger.
Oh, you seen those blimey sex badgers?
They won't fucking leave me alone.
Terrorising the land.
Oh, my fucking garden. It's all those blimey sex badgers.
All they do is they're just like, blimey, fucking about in the garden.
A weird place underground, the back of a pickup truck, etc.
Weird choices.
What's the thing where you've got like a plot of land where you can grow stuff with other groups?
Allotment.
An allotment. There you go.
And a lot of them.
Adolf's allotment.
Lenny Henry's allotment.
Lenny Henry's.
I like that. Oh, what's the guy from
The Parisian catacombs.
What was the main dude in Ready Steady Cook?
Ainsley
Ainsley Harriet.
Lenny Henry's
Harriet's
catacomb.
I want Ainsley Harriet's allotments.
Lenny Henry.
Lenny Henry's catacomb. Sorry, I like that.
Episode name.
That's what I'm thinking. Lenny Henry's catacomb.
We need the Paris as well.
Spaff. And I always go for spaff.
once
I love a
a
good
week.
spaff.
Jiggle.
There's Path.
Giggle.
Jiggle.
Okay. Oh, jiggle. Yeah, I could jiggle. Yeah, I could soft
Yeah, okay.
In or out?
Out.
In.
Oh.
Ash.
Out. Sorry, Joe.
I'm always going in.
2 nouns, plural.
Crust lamp.
Flaky felines.
It's plural.
Cabinet llama.
I like. We're gonna have crossed lamps.
Is there 2 of these we've got to do?
Yeah, it's plural. There's 2 and they're plural.
Church.
Piss lips.
Piss lips.
Church piss.
Snowy sex keyboards.
Alligator sex. Is nouns, right?
I always struggle with nouns.
Yeah.
The terrible turtles.
Death ukuleles.
What, as in like the deaf or
No, as in
Murder herb.
so haunted ukuleles.
Murder herb. Murder herbs.
Murder herbs.
these herbs aren't healthy.
Okay, now we need something earthly like moon, hill, wind.
Moon.
Moon, hill,
Mud.
snow. Mud. I like mud. Something mud.
Yeah, or maybe just mud.
The murkiest of mud.
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 How about
Mud.
mud?
No, mud.
Mud.
Hey, mud.
Fine, I'm just saying mud.
Mud.
Ash, we need a number.
No, I've said 22. Didn't I? I don't know why I went back to it again. 40,
I don't care about you.
43.
Actually, you feeling 22?
How old is Beth? Is she 22?
No.
Joe, we need an animal.
Oh, hornet. The jizz hornet.
Christian jizz hornet.
A
Christian jizz hornet.
A Mormon
Christian. A Mormon jizz hornet.
Murray the merry mole.
Murray the Mormon marmot.
The Mormon mole. Murray the Mormon mole.
Murray the Mormon mole. All right.
Crank crab.
You heard about Joseph Smith?
So we've got Murray the Mormon mole.
Murray the Mormon. Imagine that.
We need 2 occupations.
Pedophile.
Space cowboy, as Joe's just told.
It's an occupation, is that, Dave?
Yes, it's an American paedophile.
What's that?
A pedophile. It's pedophile. A paedophilic pediatrician.
Space nonce.
Space nonce.
I'm gonna write
Some people think I'm a space nonce.
All right, space nonce. And Joe, give us an occupation.
Light toucher.
Organ scientist. No.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
But there's a better name for it.
Feather toucher. Spine tickler.
I've gone for space nonce and feather toucher.
That's a job.
These
feathers need touching.
A type of shelter. Hut, cave, tent, etc.
Etc.
scared hole.
Scarecrow's hat.
I like a scared hole.
A foxhole.
Let's,
with a roof.
Let's just say a hole.
A hole with a roof.
Holy hole.
Spooky hole. Right, Dave, this one's for you. We need a country.
A country?
Mm.
Let's go Yugoslavia.
Oh, can you give me something easier to
The
write?
former Republic of
Let's go Czechoslovakia. That's not as easy to write, is it?
Czechoslovakia.
Man just goes, just hears that, goes, Spain.
Wait. Can we stop there?
Okay.
Dave, did you try and remember if it was Czechoslovakia or Czech Republic and split the difference by calling it Czechoslovakia?
Yeah, I did. Despite the fact I've been there about 20 or 30 times.
Yeah, guys, have you ever been to Czechoslovakia? It's lovely this time of year.
Czechoslovakia, it's like in between.
I'm going to put down
Poland.
Finland.
The United States of Snakes.
United States of whatever.
The United Snakes of America.
United Snakes of States.
United Snakes of
States. United Snakes of.
Yeah. I've put down United Snakes of Hiss. Will or won't?
Both.
Will Young.
Will? Dave?
Will. I'll say Will.
We've got Will.
Wind.
We really wint.
We need a transportation.
Guava bus.
Keith Spike.
What? Doesn't it make any sense?
Guava powered
Bus.
Guava powered choo-choo bus.
Choo-choo bus.
It goes.
powered choo-choo. I just wrote chocolate.
Chocolate bus.
Guava
Power
bus.
chocolate bus.
Yeah. Yeah, to be fair, I think I prefer that. Guava powered chocolate bus. Plural food.
Pears.
Knife. Murder pear.
Island donuts.
Poisonous pears.
Oh, squat lemons.
Squat.
What? Wombat poo cubes.
Peat steaks.
I like squat lemons. We need a liquid.
Poo-poo.
Joe's diarrhea.
Cummy.
Oh, no.
Sock full of cum.
Mother's drippings. Mother's beef drippings.
No, I think I've had that.
A liquid.
Vladimir Putin's pussy pus.
Dad gravy.
Oh, pass, man.
Why do they all have to be so grim?
Pussy pus. Because it's
nipple pus.
Pussy pus.
Bollock. Something.
Bollock broth.
I like the way we all pause to let you
Hang on.
drown in that one.
I've got it. Bolognese.
Bolognese. Very nice.
Bolognese. What about the CK? So it's got to be bolognese.
We need we're nearly there. Noun plural.
Lip gloss.
Nerf guns.
Eddie Murphy's lip gloss.
A small boat made of lips.
That's Eddie Murphy's lip gloss collection.
A divorce dildo.
Divorcee's dildos.
Divorcee dildo collection.
Fork. Just a fork.
Forks.
Spork.
I've just written folks.
Santa's spokes.
Santa's folks.
Spokes. That's what Dave said. Spokes. Santa's spokes.
It's just like a mixture between all three, isn't it, or something?
Spoon and a fork.
Santa's used Johnny's.
Oh.
Santa's rewashed condoms.
We need two separate single body parts. No, sorry, three separate single body parts. So we're going to first go to Joe.
Droop lip.
What?
A droop lip.
Droop lip. Ash?
Is it a single part? Yeah.
Yeah.
A gnarly nostril.
Gnarly nostril. And Dave?
What's the thing when you get like that saggy bit of shit here?
Chicken wing.
Bingo wing.
Bingo wing.
Oh, chicken wing. Chicken wing.
Bingo wing.
Look at my chicken wing.
Look at my chicken wings. Oh my chicken wing.
Bingo wing.
Bingo wing.
Bingo wing.
Okay.
Bingo bango.
We need 2 adjectives.
Delicious.
Yep. Delicious.
Ambitious.
And
Delicious.
ambition.
Ambitious. Seditious.
Okay, we need 1 verb.
Haunt.
Oh, I like that. I like haunt.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
And a verb ending in ing.
Supposing.
Healing.
Ooh.
Exploring.
And last of all, we need 2 nouns.
Fraser Crane's.
What? Where did Fraser Crane come out?
How do you like
We need 2
it?
nouns. Fraser Crane.
Fraser Crane's eggs in the morning.
You've been watching too many fucking posts from Matt.
Fraser Crane's boiled egg.
Yeah. How do you think Fraser Crane liked his eggs in the morning? I reckon poached.
His with
And
a smile.
one more noun, guys.
That's with a kiss. Dickhead.
Myling Class's melon hamper.
Myling Class is a goddess, and I will have no
Miley Cyrus
poor words said about her.
I never said a poor word. She just has a melon hamper. That's all it is.
Yeah, and that's a fact. It's a
I
fact.
walked into the back of her once, and she was an angel.
Who told us this?
Is that what you call it, Joe? I walked into the back.
She was a fucking angel.
Okay, right. Everyone have a drink.
I usually call it
fair
sex,
run out.
but if from now on we're going to call it I walk into the back of people, and then I'd like to know that.
I can't remember what this is a fucking about, as always.
So obviously after my divorce, of my wedding, I need
When
to get
did the
back.
divorce happen?
Oh, we haven't done a divorce Blank-O-Mattic. Maybe there's a divorce Blank-O-Mattic.
We'll do this.
How depressing.
It's
This is in between the divorce.
the timeline's a bit off. It's like Terminator or Doctor Who.
Yeah. So, if you're listening to this and you
Christopher
are
Nolan film.
single, please take a note of these hints and tips to
And
get
then
a
burn
date.
it.
How to score a date.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
Are you the virtual type? Always getting fancy when it comes to meeting girls?
Yes.
My guide will help you loosen your silken armbands and man up.
Actually, before you go on,
Well,
before you go on, that reminds me. So obviously, in Victor and the Bully, do you remember when you went to buy me some? Was it some? What the fucking thing's called now? The things that go over your
Braces.
shoulders.
jackets?
You went to buy me some braces, and you ended up buying the fucking. So you're like, oh, these were really cheap, and then we got them out of the box, and they were the things that like waiters wear around their, like bartenders wear around their arms.
Oh,
They were fucking tiny. I was like, how am I meant to get this over my fucking shoulders? And they were just
my
the things
mighty
you.
shoulders.
They were the things that bartenders used to hold up their sleeves.
Well, you should have loosened up your silken armband and manned up. Number 1, this is how you get a date. The best way to find someone goofy is somewhere random, like the Alton Towers tar pit, or even the Argos loading bay. Even think about going to the Poppadom Palace if you want your relationship to last longer than 22 minutes.
Fair, that's fair.
I mean, probably you will if you go to the Poppadom Palace.
Number 2,
It's got good
sometimes
reviews.
you got to tell a teeny weeny lie to make yourself look yummy. I mean, that works.
It's surprising how well this has worked so far.
Tell them you're looking pungent tonight. Maybe offer to carry their Carol Vordermans discarded flannels. Ask them if they would like to go crapping sometime. But always spin.
You want to go for a shit?
This sends a faulty vibe. Number 3, dress up. Now, you need to look itchy. Grab,
How's it going?
grab a suspicious pair of Castro blue inflatable pantaloons and wear it with a long Kennedy red rocket pocket that will complement the curve in your flange.
Isn't that a Sade song about the curve of your flange?
Can touch it.
Perhaps a speed goblin striped sex cup over that with a pair of Ross Kemp hemp mummies salty cum gloves.
That was a lot.
Perhaps a speed goblin striped sex cup over that with a pair of Ross Kemp hemp mummies salty cum gloves.
Let me try one more time.
Ross Kemp hemp
mummy salty cum glove.
So, gloves made of hemp that are covered in cum that belong to your mum and also sponsored by Ross Kemp.
By Ross Kemp.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got 5 of those.
Number 4.
lost one.
Remember to use belly button.
Oh.
Contact. Sorry. Remember to use belly button contact.
Oh.
I mean, could you imagine
That makes sense.
You're at a date with a girl and you just go up to her and you're like,
Use your belly button.
Yeah, so remember to use belly button contact, but not too furiously, or your date will think you're some blimey sex badger from Lady Henry's catacomb. You don't want to jiggle them out.
are you one of the blimey sex badgers?
Hang on a minute. Stop what you're doing right now.
Remember to use
Sex badgers.
Remember to use belly button contact, but not too furiously, or your date will think you're some blimey sex badger from Lenny Henry's catacomb. You don't want to jiggle them out.
You don't.
Number 5.
It's a fact right there.
Talk about cross lamps.
Cross lads.
So, talk about cross lamps, murder herbs, and the mud.
Oh, my bad.
Can you repeat that whole sentence again? Number 5. Talk about cross lumps. Number 5. Talk about cross lamps, murder herbs, and the mud.
Mad.
Cross lamps, murder herbs, and the mud. Talk about growing up with 43 brothers and sisters on a Murray the Mormon Mole ranch with a space nonce farm. Alright, okay, here we go. Fuck it,
Here's my dad, the space nonce.
Have you met?
No, that's the mother.
Oh, sorry.
My mum's a space nonce.
Okay, here we go.
Mum's a pedo.
Number 5. Talk about cross lamps, murder herbs, and the mud. Talk about growing up with 43 brothers and sisters on Murray the Mormon Mole Ranch with a space nonce mother and feather toucher father living in a spooky hole in United Snakes of His. It will impress them.
Have you met my mother, the space nonce, and my dad, the whatever it was, the feather toucher?
Touchy feathers.
No wonder they've got 43 kids.
You should be so impressed right now.
Number 6. Order a guava-powered chocolate bus to pick you up and take them home. Surprise them with squat lemons, bollock nays, and a bouquet of Santa's used toys, which will put an instant smile on their droop. Wait.
Sorry. Do that again, please.
Order a guava-powered chocolate bus to pick you up and take them home. Surprise them with squat lemons, bollock nays, and a bouquet of Santa's used Johnnies, which will put an instant smile on their droop lip.
Oh, I'm smiling. I'm smiling.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for this bouquet of Johnnies.
This is so funny right now.
These Johnnies are a little wet.
Ha 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 ha.
Are they Santas?
Why do they smell like cinnamon?
Why do they smell like an elf's arse?
The fact that Santa's condom would smell like cinnamon and an elf's arse.
And come.
Number 7, the last one.
Elf cummy.
Elf come.
Finish off with a kiss to their gnarly nostril. a delicious whisper saying, "This night was unbelievably ambitious."
Wait, he did have a bouquet of Santa's used
I don't
Johnnies.
remember any of us saying ambitious.
No, we said ambitious because we said ambitious and like seditious and delicious.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, finish off with a kiss to their gnarly nostril. A delicious whisper saying, "This night was unbelievably ambitious." Then haunt and open their side door and take their bingo wink while healing them to their Fraser Crane's boiled egg. If they ask for another Mylene Class's melon hamper, you know you've scored. Good luck.
May I please have another Myling glass melon hamper? So
No! You've already scored.
So yeah, that's how we get a date, guys.
Wow. Okay.
Blimey,
Just
sex
stuck to the
badges.
marriage, mate.
Sex
Yeah.
badges everywhere.
Oh,
Fucking hell. My class, what's actually help?
Well,
Yeah.
fucking hell. Right. I suppose that was the Blank-O-Mattic. And before we go into the outro,
yeah.
there was something I was meant to bring up in the intro, but I forgot. Dave, you can relate to this. So we have, as I've mentioned in previous episodes, we have a little group chat, the Be Real group chat. And I put in, I'm wearing a shirt today for the first time in fucking 7 weeks. I put on a buttoned out item of clothing instead of something that would normally be used for jogging that isn't. And Matt replied, I've got my foot spa on. And then Ash went, I had mine on earlier. And then I was like, wait, have I missed the memo on foot spas? So do you guys want to explain yourselves?
Okay, so right, I've got really dry skin. And I'm practically a lizard.
Yeah, is this story going to be gross?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
no,
Trigger warning, this story is gross.
So basically, where I always used to wear shoes every day.
Did you buy this for yourself?
No, Lou bought it for me.
Okay, right, okay.
Because I was having problems with my feet. Because I was getting all cracks in my feet because of my dry skin. Because I'm not wearing shoes. Because I'm not sweating in my feet.
Ankles.
So your feet are drying up now because you're not wearing shoes?
Yeah, so because I'm spending all day with like no socks or no shoes on, and I'm walking on carpet all day, I'm literally getting like a layer of like dead skin around my feet, and I literally cannot feel like the back of my foot.
Oh,
his ankle.
So I had.
Joe, when you asked
I regret this already.
So I had to. So I used the foot spa earlier, and I bought a pedicure kit, and I was using this. It was like a cheese grater.
Oh no! That's it. Done. No, stop.
You wanted this. You
No, I did not ask for this. Stop.
Cheese grater thing on my foot, and I had forbidden parmesan.
No.
Parmesan ankle.
I didn't. No. Ash, why have you been using it?
I don't want to know. Just fuck off. I don't fucking care why you put your feet in bubbly hot water. I don't want to fucking know. If it's anything to do with fucking cheese, you can go fuck yourself.
That was
It's not. It just
that literally turned my
feels
stomach.
good. It's relaxing.
Good. Well done, Ash. Well done.
Yeah, that was gross, man.
Oh my god, that went so south.
So, thank you very much. This is Sin and Jim podcast.
Why do you like that? This is the last episode of Sin and Jim.
And thank you guys. Please tell all your friends about us. Please get them to listen to an episode. We love you very much. Thank you for your support.
Bye.
So sick.
Ankle cheese for your sandwich.
You're a cheesy big boy.
Fucking hell, man.